The meeting begins in 12 minutes. Your laptop is open inside a hotel suite overlooking Manhattan. The keynote deck is finalized. The proposal has been sent ahead, and your assistant has confirmed that 2 additional investors will join the room. You review the opening slide one final time. It shows positioning, revenue trajectory, customer retention, and the first phase of international rollout. The retail partner wants confidence that the launch can scale, and the CFO has flagged that margin protection depends on pacing the rollout by region. The room needs to understand that the customer behavior is real, the timing is intelligent, and the company has the discipline to grow into the opportunity. At 8:40 a.m., you close the laptop and feel the weight of the day. The business has grown. The rooms are larger. The stakes are higher. The visibility is expanding. Leadership now requires a clearer relationship with being seen. You are here to communicate the opportunity accurately, make the vision understandable, and let the room feel the quality of the thinking behind the business. At 9 a.m., you enter the boardroom. Institutional investors are seated around the table. A global retail executive is reviewing the deck. 2 operators who have scaled consumer brands internationally are watching carefully. The room is calm, deliberate, and precise. At 9:12 a.m., the conversation begins. The questions move through expansion, positioning, distribution, leverage, retention, and operational readiness. One investor asks, "What makes this company defensible long-term?" The room becomes still. You pause for one breath. Then you say, "We understand the customer deeply, and we are building infrastructure around behavior shifts that are already accelerating." Your answer is clean, specific, and commercially grounded. At 9:40 a.m., the retail executive challenges the expansion plan. She asks, "Why are you confident the market is ready for this level of growth?" She is testing timing, conviction, and whether the plan is supported by real market intelligence. You answer, "The customer behavior is visible. We are organizing around where the market is moving before the category fully adjusts to the shift." Several people look back at the deck. One investor makes a note. Conviction becomes powerful when it is connected to evidence. Ambition becomes credible when it is supported by pattern recognition. At 10:15 a.m., the presentation moves into long-term positioning. You explain how the company will enter new categories, build stronger distribution layers, expand internationally, and deepen strategic partnerships. Every part of the vision connects back to the customer, the behavior shift, the standards, the execution, and the opportunity. Visibility amplifies alignment. Strong thinking becomes easier to recognize. Clear standards become easier to trust. Consistent execution becomes easier to believe. Positioning is precision at scale. It allows the right people to understand what is being built, why it matters, and why the timing works. At 11 a.m., the formal meeting ends. One investor asks about the next hiring layer. Another asks about readiness for the second market. The retail partner asks how the customer experience will remain consistent as distribution expands. You connect growth to systems. You connect visibility to trust. You connect ambition to execution. The investor finally says, "You communicate the vision clearly." The sentence lands with quiet force. The company feels easier to believe because leadership feels coherent. Later that afternoon, you walk through the city after the meeting. The streets are loud, and your thinking is calm. Visibility is strategic clarity at scale. It allows the right people to understand the quality of the thinking, the size of the opportunity, the precision of the execution, and the seriousness of the vision. By evening, another opportunity arrives. A podcast invitation comes through. A leadership summit requests a keynote. An international partner asks for a follow-up conversation. This time, your relationship with visibility feels different. You are focused on representing the vision accurately. You are focused on communicating the scale with maturity. You are focused on making the company easier to understand, easier to trust, and easier to take seriously. Your communication sharpens. Your positioning strengthens. Your decisions become cleaner. Clarity creates momentum. At the end of the day, you sit quietly while the skyline glows outside the windows. The business is ambitious. The goals are large, and the pressure is real. Something fundamental has shifted. Visibility is part of leadership when the vision requires scale. The market needs to understand what is being built. Partners need clarity. Teams need direction. Investors need coherence. Customers need trust. All of that begins with positioning. Becoming unignorable is about becoming so strategically clear, so aligned,